someone sent me this article and asked me to do some commentary on it, and I figured, okay, I'll do it. And so, the title of this article is called "White Men Should Never Hold Elected Positions in British Universities Again." And unfortunately, this article is written by someone anonymous, and thus I do not know what they look like, but I can almost guarantee you that the person who wrote this article was a white woman. And I will explain why I can almost guarantee it is a white woman at the end of this video. So let's jump right into this article. University is supposed to be amazing, a transformative experience which is informed by student unions across the country. Yet, people don't give a toss about their student unions, no one cares about the NSU, and activism is dying at all but a few hardcore universities. This generation of students has been pissed on by the government in fees and privatization, and all anyone seems to want to do is roll over and let it happen. Kind of agree with you there. Do you know why this is? It's because our universities and student unions are too similar to our government. They are too stunted by white men. Now wow. White men might want to appropriate injustice as theirs, desperate for something to struggle against, but it's a hobby they'll pick up and drop as soon as the first comfortable finance job beckons them over. Now, there's a reason why this article is fucking anonymous, and it's because it's disgustingly racist. We need to ban white men and their activism, dilettantism from student unions. We need powerful women and minority ethnic people to bring their passions back to the heart of student politics. Being a student union president should no longer be a place for privileged white boys to swing their dicks around before graduating into a world that is in no way affected by what they claim to fight for. More importantly, we obviously live in a world that looks favorably on white men. In order to bring about change in our racist and sexist society, it must start in our universities. So what's really funny to me is that this person acknowledges that we live in a racist society and is so bigoted and is so up their own goddamn ass that they don't understand how disgustingly racist and sexist this is. Actually, no, I'm gonna shock you in just a second. Let's keep reading. If women and minority ethnic people were in positions of leadership across all universities in the country, we would have a diverse graduating class of future leaders in every industry. Now, I guess what this person just does not understand is the word merit. Okay? And in all honesty, keeping white men from doing anything is not going to help with diddly shit. I don't care what color their skin is. All I care about is if they get the job done. I don't care if they have a hole in between their legs or a fucking ball in the shaft, as long as they get the job done. That is the most important thing about a leader, about a corporation, about a group, about a job, about a person. Can they get the job done? And merit just goes over these people's heads. There is no reason, now me personally, I don't bloody care what our leaders look like. My problem with our government right now is that our representatives don't bloody represent us. And my problem is too many people are up their own asses in our society. Let's be real. Let's be honest. And again, I don't care. And it's not important what skin color this person has. Especially, what really matters is their living conditions, because in all actuality, for most of human history, it has always been a struggle between classes, not a struggle between races. I think in America, yes, there were black people and Chinese people and even Irish people, which is an interesting thing. We're disenfranchised in some different parts of our society in the past, but present day, again, if anything, we have reverted back to classism, struggles against classes. Again, for most of human history, and your class has been the biggest predictor of where you're going to be anyway. And so, again, merit is the most important thing. They're going back to that. And that's my first problem with this, is that this person just does not care about merit. It doesn't matter if you have more Mexicans than you have African Americans. It doesn't matter if you have more Asians, if anything. And then you're talking about ethnic minorities. I mean, just based on the demographic of our society, we're going to have more white men doing more things because there are more bloody white men than there are black men or black women. I mean, so it's an incredibly asinine thing to even say. So let's keep reading. Oh, but it's racist to ban someone on the basis of their skin color, and sexist to ban them on their gender, cried the assembly chorus of confused souls trying to turn the language of progress into a weapon to further entrench the establishment. It's not. Am I going to explain to you how it's not? Of course not. I'm just going to say it's not. I'm going to keep writing. This is crazy. You're at university. Go and ask a humanities professor, learn something. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. White men have had the last several millennia in charge, and it's been a shit show from start to finish. Again, that has nothing to do with the fact that they have white skin. It has everything to do with the fact that they are selfish. And it could be a selfish black man, be a selfish Mexican man, be a selfish Asian, doesn't fucking matter. I mean, you can go to China, and people have terrible lives in China, and there are hardly any white men there. I mean, it's not a white man thing, it's a selfish leader thing, it's a bad leader thing, and evil exists in many different manifestations, to only get upset with white people is ridiculous. I mean, again, you need to get upset with evil. You need to get upset with people who wrong other people, not different fucking demographics, because they're not going to solve anything. Anyway, a new generation of powerful women and minority ethnic people is ready to lead the charge, and it's time for you to bow down. So I guess, again, their true nature has been revealed to us, and that they're asking for you to bow down and to worship them. And again, this is a disgusting article. It's very short, very straight to the point, and I'm glad it didn't drag on, but this is terrible. Again, man, merit is the most important thing, and a lot of people in our society need to learn that. A lot of people need to understand that merit and can you get the job done is the most important thing. We don't need different type of representation and all that. That's not important to me at all. What's important to me is that the person can get the job done, that the person is going to do their job, they're going to do it well, and they're going to enjoy doing their job. So, yeah. So, hopefully, oh, yeah, and to jump back on, how can I tell that it was probably a white woman who wrote this? It's partly because of I could be wrong, it could have been a man. It could have been a man who wrote this, who hated his own white skin. But it is because she said powerful women and ethnic minorities, and I guess not very many black people refer to themselves as an ethnic minority. A lot of black people, at least I've been around, they've either been, kind of ghetto out in the projects, or they have been just more focused on living good lives, or just being a respectful person. Instead of focusing on race and giving a damn about all that, they focus on being good people. But race politics, and the interesting thing about it all is I haven't even met a lot of black people who are even interested in race politics. So I mean, again, for some black people, it's not even a real issue. At least not from where I grew up. I know there's the whole thing with Ferguson going on. And it's really more these feminist white women who complain the most about white people. It's about white men, specifically white men, because if it was a black person, they probably just would have said white people in general. I mean, if it was any other type of minority, they would have just said white people in general. They wouldn't have made the distinction of the white man. Because a white woman probably wouldn't have been doing them any more justice either. So that's why I'm pretty sure it was a white woman who wrote this. Because again, it's these white feminists who are talking about empowering minorities and all that, instead of talking about merit and doing the job well. Again, it doesn't really matter. Our government is shit right now, not because people have white skin, but because people are not doing their jobs. And there's snakes. There's a lot of snakery and a lot of corruption in our government. So with that being said, man, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, go ahead and send me some suggestions for some videos you want to see or topics you want to be discussed. And hopefully I have done this person justice with this video. With that being said, I certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And if you did, man, go ahead and click that like button. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Comment in the comment box below. And as always, have a great day. I'll see you cool cats soon. Adios.